Umpire Hilton about to get the first semi-final underway between the Redlegs and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs won the toss, kicking to the southern end, probably a 4-goal breeze. Cousins and Hall. Hall got his hands to it. It looks like Van Dommel might be playing in the centre. Rowe will no doubt have the job on Michael Aish. A couple of other position changes. We've got Michael Wright at centre-half, or at full-back in fact. Bytheen at centre-half forward and Bubner at centre-half back. No, Bytheen's in there fighting hard now. There's a Norwood player coming off immediately. That's Hein. Lachlan's replacing him. Neil Balme's obviously thought a great deal about the weather. It's a bit too windy out there for the tall timber. Hall smashes it out. Through goes Payne it was. Gallagher couldn't get near the ball. Vivian picked it up and kicked it back towards Bytheen, and he's got it. The ball came out very quickly. He got it for one over the shoulder, according to the umpire.
Touched off the boot, Peter.
Thank you, Ian. Bytheen plays it out. Oh, good leap and a good run at the ball then by Fraser. That was well done. Robert Fraser couldn't get into the act last week, but these conditions will suit him much more. Not that there was a great deal wrong with the conditions last week, but I get the feeling the ball might be on the ground a little bit more this week. The big timber will find it hard to hold the big marks. The goal in the first minute would be handy. The Dogs started well last week. They've done it again. Great opening. A goal to Fraser. The Bulldogs are a goal. Norwood have yet to score.
Yes, Peter. Robert Fraser's playing full forward. They've got Bytheen at centre-half forward. Bubner, as you called, centre-half back. Michael Wright at full-back and Van Dommel playing centre. And, of course, Cousins has started on the ball. The umpire called play onto that one, Peter. He obviously, it was touched off the boot from the previous kick, but he won the free for a high tackle, as you said.
Back to the centre, we see Cousins get the best chance at the ball. He smashed it a long way forward. Tommy Warhurst comes out to meet the ball. In goes Northworthy, missed it completely. Warhurst grabbed. In goes Jarvis, couldn't get it out. Players stack up all over the ball, and umpire Hilton will go for a bounce.
Breeze has got to be worth possibly 4 or 5 goals. It's very strong, coming in from the northeast. Hall in opposition to Bytheen, tapped out. Gallagher under pressure, can't pick it up. Connolly can't get a kick away. The umpire said holding the ball, and the free kick will go to Rowan Hellier. He gave it to McIntosh. That was an awkward one. He didn't do it well. Finally it comes back to Andrew Jarvis, very close to the line. The wind will take that over on the full, and the penalty free kick will go to Peter Bubner. Well, if he started at centre-half back, he's up on the half-forward line at the moment. He centres the ball to the half-forward line. Coming to meet it Bytheen. He's swallowed by the Norwood defence. The ball comes towards Hellier. He can't pick it up. A chance. Connolly into the pocket. He goes. Hellier back there. Ross on top of the ball. Thomas as well for the legs. Can't pick it up. Finally, it's Jarvis close to the line, but a free kick has been sorted out by the umpire, and that goes to Thomas for a push in the back. The umpires are Argent and Hilton. Half-back line. Gallagher thought about handball, but a free kick is going the way of Peter Bytheen for hanging on when he didn't have the footy. Well, he's going to have to take a lot of the left goal post. He's about 45 metres out. The wind is assisting. Very strong indeed. He's going to have to kick to the left. Puts it out that way. The breeze starting to bring it back now close to the line. And I think it was possibly Philip Graham who thumped it away and went through his own goal line for a point. 1-1 the Dogs. The Legs haven't scored.
Bruce Winter will take the kick in, and I think we've got a much better crowd this week. Probably 27,000+ at the game. Conditions very blustery as we set. That's going to go out on the full. How about that? Well, Bruce Winter's played 300+ games, and he's not the type that makes many errors, but the breeze very strong. G. Rowe wasn't even looking at that ball. Punching it through was Balme, and he kept going. He made the mistake and pushed Cousins in the back. It was a pretty untidy move at the ball by Craig Balme. He's a big man, but Cousins has got the chance now from 45 metres out. The breeze won't really present a problem to him. It's going slightly from his left to his right. Cousins will pick it. He's gone way out to the left. It's coming back. Far too far, in fact. He gave it plenty of air. A point only. The Dogs are 1-2. Norwood yet to score.
I think most of the play will be down that end. Although in the reserves, we saw both teams actually attacking into the breeze and scoring. Had to keep the ball very low. Balme's kick in. Comes towards Mike Lanny. Fine mark, Bubner. Something he couldn't do last week was pull down the marks. Connolly wants it in long. He's in the square on his own. But Bubner's confident of making the distance, or he appears that way. He's about 55 metres out. The kick is starting to wander off line. Close to it, Hall back in defence. One grabble under pressure there was Thomas. Close to the line, and Winter concedes the point. Umpire Des Hillebrand in charge. 1-3 the Dogs. Norwood yet to score.
Well, last week they kicked 5 without a miss. Haven't got the accuracy today, but you'd understand that in these conditions. Up goes Bubner again from behind. Comes out towards Warhurst. Gee, he's got nowhere to go. He concedes ground to Scanlon. Now Keith Thomas gets a wobbly little kick away. Roberts has got it. But would you believe Neville Roberts is virtually at half back and he's playing in the forward pocket. Now Scanlon, they're going to run it forward. Up goes McGrath. Couldn't take the mark. Now Payne. A good movement around the corner. Laughlin's got the chance. One out. Here's a go for Norwood. Laughlin will pick it up. Shoot it back to Gallagher. Gallagher in trouble, but very cool. Sets it up, goes short, beautiful football, Gallagher, and he finds Greg Thomas. Gallagher is a real star when he's got it. One of the coolest players I think I've ever seen, Philip Gallagher. But with this man's kicking style, yes, Neville Roberts is going over to give a bit of technical advice. Young Greg Thomas has got an unusual kicking action. They normally go pretty high. That one's gone way up. It's laid off, though, just towards the end of its flight. The point, Norwood wanted a goal. They're a point trailing the Dogs 1-3.
A brilliant balk by Gallagher. He stopped like he'd run into a brick wall, and you thought it was a Disney cartoon, the way the two Dog players kept on running. Couldn't pull up. Right to kick in. A nice kick. That's gone back into the big centre square. McIntosh can't get it clear. Cousins likewise. Players batter up, and the umpire will come in and bounce. Pretty slow start. It's going to be pretty warm out there for players. Umpire Argent puts it down half forward line. The Dogs in defence at the moment, thumped away. Roberts now caught on the left leg, tries to hook it back to the half forward line. No one back there except McGrath it is, who takes the easy chest mark. Umpire Argent indicating to him that's enough of that. He didn't like the attention. I think he's going to have to be asked to play on. McGrath gets around Thomas, doesn't know what to do. I tell you what, if he gets caught, he's gone for holding the ball. Van Dommel, Norsworthy, sidesteps one, high tackle. The umpires are going to be on that today. Little Mark's in there again, he loves it. He's got the free kick at centre wing. The Dogs won't be invited into that sort of thing this week. Enticed into it. Aish, good tackle put on him. He goes in for the footy again. He's going to have a frustrating afternoon. Trevor Rowe seems to love standing Michael Aish.
Gee, was right on him, Ian. He's wearing him like a glove. I get the feeling that Neville Roberts has elected to play almost a loose man, although he's not going right down in defence. You can see him cutting across Bubner there. Bubner goes in long now with his third kick. Out comes Bruce Winter, goes up and takes a strong one. Oh, that was his mark all the way. He's going to bring it out wide. He wants Big John Hall. It's an interesting contrast in structures there. Hall and Platten. Aish in front. Rowe punches away. Balme in trouble. Swings out of the pack. Graham got it through to Rowe. Rowe's got a chance to score. Great kick off the boot. It's coming back. Oh, he's just snuck it through. Good goal, Trevor Rowe. The Dogs 2-3, Norwood 1 point.
Trevor Rowe's always had that ability to be able to tag a player, take him out of the game. He's always done a good job on Aish, but he seems to pick up kicks himself. And have a look at this now as he followed up, got through the pack, straightened up, and that was a beautifully positioned kick. Allowed for the breeze. It started to come back right underneath the post was the umpire. 1 goal, 2-3, Central, a point Norwood.
Back to the centre, we see Cousins and Hall. We're 9 minutes into this first quarter. Aish has got the ball to Gallagher. Gallagher shoots it out wide. Laughlin's got the chance. He's got it now. Michael Wright misread it. Laughlin had the run from a long way off. Conjecture as to whether or not he can make the distance. It's a long way against this breeze. But in the reserves game, they kicked plenty late in the game to the northern end. Laughlin's going to take plenty of time. He'll have to kick it in a minute. He goes short. McIntosh, great interception. Oh, that was well done. That was very well done, Laughlin and McIntosh. McIntosh then was acutely aware that Laughlin was worried about the distance, and there wasn't much point kicking it into the square and hoping for a mark. McIntosh can certainly make the distance. Strong kick, straight through the centre. Good goal, Norwood. 1-1 to the Dogs, 2-3.
Interesting move by coach Neil Balme to take off Hein and put Lachlan. When he saw Michael Wright at full-back, maybe he thought that the quicker-moving Lachlan would make it difficult for Wright, whose injuries around the near area have always proved troublesome, and that was a fine interception. Gee, it was very close indeed, but McIntosh's kick was a fine one into the breeze, and the Legs have got a start.
Well, they'd be happy about it too. They trailed this stage by 8 points, but they're getting it out of the middle now. Greg Thomas shoots it up towards Keith Thomas. Couldn't take the mark, follows it up well though. McGrath in there fighting hard. And the umpire comes in for a bounce. 2-3 plays 1-1, the Dogs leading. In goes Cousins. Michael Annie gets the tap down. He missed Thomas. The umpire's going to have another bounce, and it's been a pretty untidy start to the game, but you would expect it in these conditions.
2-3 to 1-1. Attacking corner of the square. The Legs in attack. Fosdyke couldn't sock it off the ground. A chance for Bone. Got a nice sit on the ball. Aish can't catch him. Kicks a long one. Fraser leads. Gets the leap away. Great mark in defence, John Hall. And he's got it at centre half back. Rowan Hellier's on the outer side there, but Hall's coming grandstand side. I would think under instructions, the dead side. Oh, Fosdyke. Great mark. Gives Thomas a chance. Breaks clear with a 10-metre dash. Drives to the half-forward line. Thomas behind. McGrath thumps clear. Rowe tackled by Thomas. Has the footy. Van Donnell concedes ground. Hooks around the corner. Jarvis getting underneath the ball and takes the mark on the half-back line. The pace starting to be clapped on. Andrew Jarvis had a fine season. Pops it high. The wind holding the ball up now. Cousins there. Bubner at the back. Neither could grab it. Bubner tried to get it out to Hein. Thomas wanders into the play on his knees, and they'll bounce the ball at centre wing.
The Redlegs are doing a fair job going into the breeze. We're just the attack side of centre wing for the Norwood side. Down it goes to Greg Thomas. Out to Fosdyke. Platten gets his first kick away. Connolly dispossessed. Through comes Lester Ross. He took a hard knock a little while ago. Short, Platten. Well done. Top little player, kicks it to centre half forward. Bytheen is there, so is John Hall. No one could read it. Through it comes now Fraser. Kicking off the ground, Bytheen. Philip Graham. Gallagher's back there as well, doing plenty. Scanlon can't pick it up. Oh, Connolly nearly had it. Out it comes out of Fosdyke. That was well done. Scanlon involved. Goes out towards McIntosh. Van Dommel right with him. Bit of a lucky bounce. Short kick, Hein. Good interception again there by Hellier. Platten fights hard, loses the ball. McIntosh. Close to the line. Gets it out. Ross. Keith Thomas. Gee, those little slick handballs of Norwood are not working today. As you might expect. It's out. You'll see a ball in left, or in fact right half forward flank, and there's Johnny Platten. He's had a big week, no doubt. Got a big day today too. Over the top went Bytheen. Fosdyke got a funny little kick away. It was half smothered. Scanlon in there fighting. Also Hall. Gee, I don't know who came off worse then. Hall was fully frontal with that one, and I thought it might have hurt him more than Vivian.
He's up okay for the throw-in. Against Bytheen. Get the clever tap. Platten hooks around the corner. Not a good kick. He slipped as he delivered the ball. Hellier under pressure too. Recovers. Umpire said holding the ball against Hellier. Had two opportunities. The leg defender not happy, but Mark Norsworthy, was it going to be Hein with a free kick? Mark Norsworthy it is. Might be too far out to score. He's got Fraser in the square. Gets a lead now. Short. Not a good one. Balme comes to meet it. Hooks around the corner. Beautifully smothered by Connolly, and he's taken the ball out of play. Not Connolly. That was Hein. He's in attack. 14 minutes gone. First quarter of the knockout first semi-final, 2-3 to 1-1. Crowd, as Peter said, in excess of 25,000 people. Norsworthy trying to get a kick away. Player stack up on the ball. Norwood quite happy to bottle it up in their defence, just eking out the minutes of the first quarter, kicking into the breeze. Well, they're doing it pretty well too, Ian. They've really thought about this game. Neil Balme was out on the oval at midway through the reserves game. Lester Ross comes out, wobbles one away. Went straight through Michael Annie. Now Payne with a chance. He's got nowhere to go. Van Dommel, Vivian. This is building up. Oh, Bubner dropped it. It's a mistake. Normally a clean ball handler.
He backs up well though. Gee, I'm not too sure what he meant with that kick. Norwood player down, Roberts. Bytheen got the kick away. Thomas is there. Platten went for the smash. He hit him on the head. Well, it happened a bit last week. Roberts down and finding it pretty hard to get up. I didn't see it, but he looks a little bit groggy. I don't think there's anything wrong with the legs or anything, but looks a bit groggy head-wise. Keith Thomas wobbles one out. Michael Annie in front, uncontested, good mark. He wants to play it on. He's got Jarvis running. Jarvis reads the ball pretty well. Roberts looks all right now. Back into the fray. Couldn't take the mark. It's out. The umpire will throw it in.
Peter, there's a 100-metre gap between the next Norwood player from the half-forward line. Rocky Roberts with a thick lip. At the throw-in. Joycey on the turf. Fosdyke tried to get through. As I mentioned, about a 100-metre gap. Roberts going back into attack now. Rowe and Michael Aish are up there as the ball is bounced almost centre wing. Van Dommel hooks around the corner. Bounce will decide this one. Big John Hall can't quite find it. Getting back, Warhurst. Platten a chance. Hasn't got the footy. Played it cleverly. Going to get a free kick. Platten could make the distance from there. Wind assisted. He's about 40 metres out. Kick number 4. The leg's about to make a change. Hein for Hall. Platten gives it plenty of chance. Wind brings it back. Magnificent kick. Goal Platten. 3-3 the Dogs. The legs 1-1.
Well, he's a top player. That, I guess, is a gross understatement, but he really knew what he was doing then. Came out. I think he had it, believe it or not, and may have dropped it. The umpire didn't see it that way. He got the free kick and kicked the goal. It was a fine kick. 3-3 the Dogs. Norwood 1-1.
Hall in ruck against Joycey, possibly his last bounce at the centre for this quarter as Hein about to come on. Tapped away there by Norsworthy. Roberts couldn't get it. Van Dommel over the top. Bytheen out towards Connolly. He's under pressure. Going through McIntosh. Or took his own man out of play. That was Thomas. Greg Thomas. And he's down at centre half back. Greg Thomas and McIntosh get up with the ball. 17 minutes gone. The Dogs in attack. It'll be Bytheen against Hall. Hall got the tap away, but it was taken there by Bungerhern. Driven up towards full forward, but coming to meet it, Widder. Showing all the experience that he's had over many, many seasons. And he marks well and drives to the outer side, Greg Thomas.
Greg Thomas loves to run. He puts it out in front of Payne, who's also very quick. Hall coming off for Hein. Down went Payne. Nothing in that. Just good, tough football. It went out of bounds and the umpire will throw it in. There's Hall coming off now. Bytheen and Michael Annie. The running player is Nosworthy, playing well, puts it up high. Fraser in front. Platten nearly took a screamer. It goes through though to Ross. He was the player who stood down. Gee, Platten nearly took that ball. Not a good kick away from Ross. It's marked by McGrath. The Dogs would love 3 or 4 more before the break. 18 minutes in now. McGrath back to centre half forward. No one there. Warhurst didn't take the mark. Connolly missed it, but he was held on to and he'll get a free kick. Now here's a player who can kick goals. He was the Dogs' best player last week. He's got a very nice kicking action, and I would imagine that he would have taken notice of the other goals kicked so far in this match. And he'll put it out to the left and let the breeze bring it back. Beautiful kick. That's dead centre. Great kick for goal. His first. The Dogs 4-3. Norwood 1-1.
Well, Centrals have got a couple of goals very handily from free kicks now. The leg defence making the errors. Connolly was one player that played very well last week. He didn't have a lot of supporters there in his team, but obviously the umpire took exception to the continued tackle on Connolly and gave him the free kick. 4-3 to 1-1. 27 plays 7, 20 points. Probably the Dogs would want a little bit more than that at the break. Hein went up. Hearn can't get it out. Couldn't possibly get that out. Joycey is in ruck now for the Dogs. Similar sort of a player to Hein. Joycey got up much higher, but he's going with the breeze. Now Fosdyke. Caught. Keith Thomas took it off him. Roberts with the run of it. Tries pretty quick though. Nearly got it out. He did in fact. Bubner to Vivian.
The Bulldogs running in again. Philip Graham will grab that one. He won't stand still. He normally plays on, Philip Graham. The lead is on. Moulds runs out or lopes out. He's got it. 40 metres from goal on a 45-degree angle. Well, he couldn't get into the game last week, but he judged that one pretty well. So did Hellier. Moulds, nice looking kick. Might be a bit too narrow though. Yes, he's only got a point. The Dogs are 4-4, Norwood are 1-1.
They started pretty well last week. They got 5 in the first 9 minutes before the Bays ran them down and finished up winning comfortably. But no doubt they've got that in their minds themselves and won't let that happen again. Kick in by Winter. Hein at the back. In front was Van Dommel. Through goes Hearn. Smashes his way clear. Fraser! Or Moulds it is. By Thien, or let's have a look at it. Moulds it is. Let's have a look at it again in replay. Moulds only 10 metres out, straight in front. Puts it through. His first. And the Dogs doing it well in the first quarter. 5-4 to 1-1.
Well, what a great move by William Hearn. He really ran that ball through. He was under a lot of pressure. There he is, number 15. He got through. Scanlon couldn't get him. In fact, he had hold of him when he kicked it. It's a great performance, and we've now got 5 Dog players with goals. Connolly, Fraser, Moulds, Platten and Trevor Rowe.
The Legs have got to hang in there. They're down by 27 points. Hein in opposition to Joycey. At the centre bounce. Line ball, that one. Rowe got it out. Van Dommel got it further half forward line. Warhurst under pressures, won the free kick for a high tackle. And Big Tom is going to have a free kick at centre half, back plus 15 metres. Had a frustrating run with injuries earlier this season, but seems to be playing pretty well now. Hellier off the half back line, kicks long. Michael Aish underneath the ball. Rowe's doing a good job at this stage, but you can't keep a champion down for the whole game. Michael Aish having his first kick, half forward line. Puts it in long. Lachlan in there. Michael right away. Lachlan's getting heft out of it, but he's going to get the mark in any case. There was no free there, but he was being pushed from pillar to post. And Lachlan has got the mark about 35 metres out. No certainty to get this one. A very difficult kick. Goes for home with a long one. It's going to hold up into the breeze. Big leap, Bubner. Good mark. And he's got it about 2 metres out from the goal.
Well, Van Dommel coming off, limping. More problems for the Dogs. Bubner will go for distance, obviously. Trevor Rowe, Aish. Oh, great grab, Aish. 2 grabs. On comes Pittman. Gee, nearly ran onto the ground without going through the gate. Great mark, Aish. 2 grabs. Aish kicks to centre half forward. He's found Payne. Well, it's a lot of football intelligence out there on the Norwood side, but it hasn't been able to stem the tide with this strong breeze. The Dogs are 5-4, Norwood are 1-1. Van Dommel's got an ankle or a heel problem. The kick up, forward, Platten takes it off hands, shoots out the long handball. Lachlan comes in again. He shoots it back. McGrath, dispossessed. It's gone out. The umpire will ball it in the left forward pocket.
Van Dommel, obviously his ankle. Bad news for the Dogs. Mark Pickman has gone to centre. We've seen him through the season playing the reserves in that spot with quite a bit of distinction. Hopefully for the Dogs he can do the same this week. McIntosh. Gallagher wants to set up the pass, hooks it around the corner. Not a lot of thought in that one. Big mark taken by McGrath in defence, and he took a high tackle. Got it both ways. Let's have a look at it again. Yes, as came down Keith Thomas there, quite not deliberate, of course. Hit him high. McGrath centres the ball towards midfield. Hein, too tall, good mark. And the big fellow's got it right on the centre line. Hein looking for a lead. He gets one from Lachlan. It's an awkward kick. Fosdyke says thank you. He's got it centre half forward. Off goes Roberts. He aborts the attacking movement. Goes back the other way now. Roberts from behind gets up a bit late, however. Back in defence is Hearn. He's got Pryor running. Platten is next if he wants him. Platten at centre wing. Bythien's also there. The Dog created a loose man. Big Bythien through the half-forward line. Goes for home with a long one. Moulds out in front. Oh, he got pushed out of it. Umpire didn't see it. Then Winter takes a fine defensive mark.
Mr. Reliable, Bruce Winter. Shoots it out wide. It's a wobbly old kick. Gallagher was held on to, and he'll take a free kick. Vivian the transgressor. And Philip Gallagher playing well. Keith Thomas will get it next. I don't think Gallagher will miss him. We're entering time on now in this very important first quarter. The Dogs, I think, still need a couple. The Redlegs, of course, would love one before the break. Michael Annie went over the top, smashed through the pack, but Fosdyke in front will get the free kick. He was interfered with right in the middle of that pack. Fosdyke's had a top quarter. That's his 5th kick. Shoots it out wide. Big leap behind Roberts. No mark. Comes towards Greg Thomas. Players everywhere, and the umpire will bounce that. Well, it's been a good first quarter. A lot of tactics. Roberts in the first 5 minutes playing down on centre wing or even half back, trying to stem the tide. The Redlegs, of course, got an important goal. That shows you can score them up there. McGrath runs out. Oh, I'm going to say runs out of trouble. He ran into trouble. Gee, it's gone out eventually. The umpire will ball it in the right forward pocket. And there's Van Dommel having some more treatment.
Looks like he's getting it bandaged. Bad news. 5-4 to 1-1. Bubner has time to clear. Chance for Pryor to heave it out of defence short. Vivian made hard work of it. Decides to go long to the half-forward line. Getting back on it by Thien. Dropped his head at the wrong time. Goes in again. Graham there with him. Gets out of the pack. Gets the ball down to Pittman. Fires it into the half-forward line. Fraser comes to meet it. He's got the pace. Needs Platten or put him under pressure. Pittman there as well, but the umpire's seen a free kick behind play. Going to Fraser. A handy one. The Dogs have already got 2 from free kicks. And Rob Fraser has got one 30 metres out. Yeah,
I'm surprised that they've given Balme the job on Fraser and Winter the job on Moles. I thought it would have been the other way around.
Speed-wise, Pete, I would agree. Rob Fraser has booted one. It's his 2nd kick. First one went right through the middle. That one's going to come back, yes. He judged that brilliantly. 2 goals from 2 kicks. Into time on with the knockout first semi-final. The Dogs 6-4. Norwood 1-1.
Well, all in all, it's been a pretty good quarter. Now out comes Craig Balme. Fraser is there now. Thought about the handball. Yes, Ross. Well, it was almost an affectionate grab, wasn't it? But the umpire didn't see it that way. 6-4 plays 1-1. A good quarter to the Dogs.
Van Dommel getting his boot back on. Maybe he will be well enough to come back into play. The Dogs need him for sure. Hein did it well for a big fellow. Drives to the half-forward line. Lachlan, good mark. He's outpointed right in this quarter. A good move by Neil Balme to bring him in at the last moment when it looked like Hein was going to play full forward. But Lachlan might not make the distance from here. His 3rd kick he thought about playing on. He might have been asked to play on. Michael Annie gives him a lead. He still wants to kick short, but he's going for a long one now. The kick is holding up into the breeze. It's offline in any case. Big leap there by Justin Scanlon. Payne hooks around the corner. Umpire getting underneath the ball. A magnificent goal. Unbelievable shot from goal. 4 goal from David Payne coming out of that pocket and kicking into the fishtail breeze.
Well, I can't help but think that the Bulldog defenders took that one a little bit lightly. Look, there's hardly anyone there. It was only Norwood players that went up, and when it went to the ground, it was still only Norwood players. And Payne is really something special around those goals. They're pretty hard to do.
6-4 to 2-1. Hein against Joycey. The Dogs by 27 points. Joycey got up high. Got it to Norsworthy. Not a good kick. Michael Aish took the head and the ball away. Got it back to Andrew Jarvis. Under pressure there from Thien. But that's a push in the back, said the umpire. And Andrew Jarvis to get the free kick on the half-back line. Coach Kevin Neale having a word to say to the runner. Wouldn't think he'd be totally happy with a 27-point advantage. The umpires asked Jarvis to come back and have a kick again. Obviously, he didn't kick over his mark. Almost quarter time here in the first semi-final. 29 minutes gone. 27 points. Peter, is it enough?
Well, I don't think so, Ian. I think they needed more than that. If the breeze keeps up, I think Norwood could be in front at half-time, but we'll soon see. Van Dommel getting ready to come back on. Certainly not back on yet. The Dogs go in again. Warhurst up there and takes a good, strong mark. Good player, Warhurst. Plays it out wide again. Michael Annie goes up, but it's Bubner in front who steals the ball. It's a good effort. Bubner, good player. 4 marks this quarter. This is his 6th kick. That's a very high one. The siren's gone. Hein went up, but it's all over in the first quarter. A good one. The Dogs 6-4 lead Norwood 2-1.
The Dogs in trouble as we start the second quarter here in the first semi-final. They lead by 27 points, but Van Dommel, who went off injured in the first quarter, is back on limping, and David Bubner has gone down into the rooms. We can't see what the problem was, but strength-wise, they're starting to look a little bit thin. Warhurst kicks the legs into attack up towards the half-forward line, but Michael Wright comes to meet them, will meet it, and takes the easy chest mark. He looks for Platten, set him up somewhat. The little fella did it well. Showed a lot of courage we know he's got. Had to stand his ground. Kick number 5 to the 84 McGarry medalist. He puts it towards centre wing. There was Bubner. It would appear as though that Bubner and Bytheen have changed spots. Bubner to centre half forward and Bytheen to centre half back. Cousins in defence. He's got Vivian short. Undecided where to go. Oh, the kick is a shocker, wobbling short. Thomas took an awkward one well. Caught on the left leg, returns it to Cousins, too far. Coming to meet it, Lachlan taps it out clear now. Back in defence, Bytheen gets it out wide. A chance now for Pittman to clear on the left leg as he finds centre field Connolly.
Gee, it was a good kick. Connolly made a fine position too. He was on his own, no one near him. Van Dommel short, but it's going to be easy for Warhurst. Gee, dropped it. He's caught now. Gallagher. Jarvis got a bad bounce. Vivian again. Fell over. Jarvis comes in now. Players all around the ball. It goes out towards Fosdyke. Had a great first quarter, Fosdyke. Slipped over then. Payne missed the ball completely. Oh, Aish took Pittman out. Fairly. Rowe. Over the top looking for Balme. That'll run out. Just the defence side of centre for the Bulldogs side. Well, Aish has certainly added some toughness to his game. There's Pittman. Pittman in, Pittman out. It's as easy as that. Michael Annie, Fosdyke. Well, feinted the ball beautifully then. Goes in long. Lachlan's got the chance in front. Good mark. Oh, gee, nearly had the chance to run on. Michael Wright hasn't got the pace for this man. He just can't get to the drop of the ball. Michael Wright. That's twice I think he's been outmarked now, clearly. Possibly even 3 times. In fact, Lachlan's taken 4 marks. This is his 4th kick. They don't come much straighter than that. Good goal, Lachlan. His first. Norwood a 3-1. The Dogs 6-4.
Although it's his first goal, he's played pretty well, as Peter told you. He passed one to McIntosh to get their first goal in the first quarter. But he's got a lot of pace. He marks well. And have a look at this feint of Fosdyke. This is brilliant football as he just wound his way through the pack. Lachlan came to meet it, and Michael Wright, who's had a frustrating year with those injuries, can't quite get there.
6-4 plays 3-1. The Bulldogs leading, but they're only leading by 21 points. The Redlegs are going with the breeze. John Hall smashes it forward. Scanlon and Vivian nearly collided. Through goes Michael Annie. Hearn. That was a good tackle. Payne in there also, Michael Annie. Scanlon gets it out. Thomas. Gallagher. Mark this one down. Gallagher sets it up. Beautiful goal, Norwood. His first goal, Norwood a 4-1 now. The Dogs 6-4.
I think if my life depended on it, and I saw one player on the Norwood side heading towards goal with the ball, I'd want it to be Phil Gallagher. Some hard work in there. Big Jim did it well. He got out the next handball. He just got it out in time to Scanlon. In turn, Thomas, and Thomas's handball out of the packs have always been brilliant. And Gallagher, boom, goal. The legs back in the fight, 4-1 to 6-4.
The Cowboys got problems. The bounce down. John Hall gets the better of the bounce. The kick smothered by Balme, but Hall measures up again. Rowe, Aish. You don't know who's standing who. Rowe on Aish or Aish on Rowe. Nevertheless, umpire Hilton will bounce it again. Attack side of centre for Norwood. Hall smashes away. McGrath with the run of it. Making hard work though. Can't pick it up at all. Doesn't want to. Puts it back towards Pittman. Payne applies the tackle and the umpire's going to have to bounce it.
Half forward right flank. 4 minutes in. And the legs are back to within 15 points. They've made up 12 in this quarter. Right on the line. Cousins over the top came Bytheen. Thumped it back towards McIntosh. Used his body well. Gave Jarvis a chance. Michael Annie will need there. Fosdyke. He's quickly upended. The umpire said a push in the back. A little bit lucky. He's got it half-forward line. Off goes Roberts. Lachlan there as well. Right at the back. Can't get his hands to the ball. Quickly through now. And going out of play with the ball is Pryor. A throw-in. Right forward pocket. The legs in attack. Michael Annie and Cousins. Over the top came Bytheen. Couldn't get it clear. In goes Michael Annie again. Platten back in defence. Hooking around the corner there was Pittman. Hearn comes away with a footy. Gets it in short. Rowe thumps for the ball. And it's out of play. Half forward right flank with the legs in attack.
Well, Pittman had no one to give it to. A little bit lucky in that situation that Rowe had the pace to come across. Rowe doing a big job on Michael Aish. Trouble is, Norwood have got more than just Michael Aish, though. Got a pretty good team out there. Robert Oatey.
David Bubner would appear to have a shoulder problem. Seems to he may have damaged the acromion process at the top of the shoulder.
Dr. Bob.
Who does he play for, acromion process?
Well, I don't know. If he, gee, Bob, if you need a job, you can always get one down the hospital. Out goes Bytheen. Oh, great tackle, Payne. Oh, well done. The little man against the big man. Payne had him cold. It's been a real find, David Payne. Taken off last week. He didn't have a good game, but nonetheless, he's a useful young player. That went out on the full. Normally he kicks a little bit better than that, but perhaps even he is having trouble judging the breeze, which is pretty blustery.
Sure is, Peter. Kick in short. Greg Thomas, good mark. Cousins a little bit disappointed with his effort. Now Thomas should learn from Payne's shot at goal. He's asked to go round. He's going to have to take almost the left behind post. That's how strong the breeze is. Thomas goes out that wide. Oh, geez, gone out a long way, however. Not going to make the distance. Michael Annie! The umpire's paid the mark. Big Jim might have got second touch. Let's have a look at it in replay. The leap's on. No, he got it all right. The umpire's paid the mark. And Michael Annie's got it 15 metres right out in front. As we've said before, he's had a fine season, more especially the latter part. It's only his first kick this afternoon. Shouldn't miss from here. Ooh, gone close, I think it's goal. The legs 5-1, Central 6-4.
Well, bad signs up for the Dogs. The Redlegs appear to be doing it to the southern end a lot easier than the Dogs did. No doubt about the mark, by the way. No doubt about the mark at all. It was pretty easy for the umpire to pay that. He scored with it. And the Redlegs are back within 9 points, doing it pretty well at this stage.
7 minutes plus gone. The mothballed first semi-final. Big crowd enjoying a fine game. Hall gets the benefit of the bout. Thought about grabbing it, left it behind. McIntosh barges his way out of the pack. Gives it to the dangerous Fosdyke. Goes in long. Lachlan up over the top right. Thump clear. First there will be Bytheen. Runs into trouble. Got it out here as far as Pryor. Michael Aish puts it out to Lachlan. Gets there. Fine pass. Good mark. But he's tucked in the pocket. McIntosh wants it in short. The umpire's asked him to play on. Heads for goal with a beauty. He's threaded it through. Oh, what a goal! Brilliantly done under pressure. Narrowed his angles. Goal number 2. And the Norwood team one straight kick down.
Well, I think the call to play on was probably just what Lachlan needed. I'm not sure why he called it to play on. Oh, there's the reason. He's come around too far, according to the umpire. Play on is the call. He seemed to like the call, set it up and threaded it through beautifully.
3 points the difference. Joycey and Hall. Hall goes for the roundhouse stump, missed. Winding his way through Balme. Gee, the Dogs need a goal and they need one quickly. Out of side, Gallagher and Vivian, the two veterans together. Joined by Warhurst. Long one out to Thomas. The legs in full flight. Thomas got it out. Gives Lachlan a chance. Hooks in high. Roberts goes to get it. Within there is Pryor. Roberts, 2 grabs. The umpire said play on. Last week they paid it all. Free kick, Roberts. Oh, what a place to get a free kick. Norsworthy doesn't like the decision at all. Let's have a look. Thumped away by Pryor. Good call by the umpire. But Roberts has come out of all that with a free kick. The Dogs got a couple in the first quarter. Now it's the legs' turn. Roberts yet to kick a goal. 20 metres out, you can put it down. To the golf course end. Wind assisted. Kick number 2. Oh, I think he's just got it. Goal, Roberts. And the legs hit the front.
They're doing it pretty easily too. They've got good players all over the ground, and in the replay I don't think we see the free kick. Roberts certainly didn't mark the ball. Definitely no mark, and it wasn't paid for that, of course. Pryor punched it away, as we'll see in a minute. There's the punch now. Roberts at that stage was met. No, we did see it. Well, I think that's a pretty weak free kick.
The legs 3 points up. Hall to Fosdyke, can't get it clear, holding the ball. Connolly a chance to send Central in to attack. Well, at the 10-minute mark, they're 3 points down and kicking into a force 4 gale. They've got a problem.
Off they go. Connolly shoots it out wide. Getting in front now, Hein. No, Nosworthy couldn't take the mark. Miles is a long way down. Gee, they play soft free kicks, these umpires. I really believe that. Very soft indeed. Miles has got it now, the attack side of centre. That's his first kick, by the way. Puts it out wide. Balme. No contest out there. Puts it out to Gallagher. He gets the quick kick away to no one. Bytheen. Playing centre-half back this quarter. He was at centre-half forward in the first. Good mark there to Tom Warhurst. He'll play it on. Gets plenty of distance. 65 metres. Over the top, Pryor. Should have the run of the ball. Payne comes in. Pryor will have to get it out pretty quick. He's got pace though. Pace to burn. Away comes McGrath. Oh, he gave the ball away. Fosdyke, Aish in trouble. Balme applies the tackle. Now Rowe, close to the line. A handball to the feet of his colleague there in Pittman, and now it's out. The umpire will throw it in.
Half forward right flank. Fosdyke having a great game. That was a brilliant smother. Throw in. Michael Annie and Cousins hooked it back cleverly, looking for Bubner. Justin Scanlon, Hein, and the umpire's going to come in for another bounce. 7-1 to 6-4. A brilliant second quarter start by the legs. Saw them peg back a 27-point deficit. They lead by 3 points. Philip Graham, good mark. Elects to play on to the half-forward line. Platten in there against Ross. Both of them lost their footing. Hellier across, looks for Balme. Not a good handball. Balme in trouble in the bottom of the pack. He's going to have to get it out in a hurry. Fraser over the top. Hellier and Moulds, but the umpire's coming in for the bounce.
Well, the Redlegs got 2 into the breeze in the first quarter. The Dogs don't look anywhere near that capable. Now, Connolly had to get rid of it quickly. In comes Scanlon. There's a push in the back, and the Dogs will get a free kick this time through Connolly, or is it Fraser? Fraser it is. He'll shoot it out wide, looking for Platten. He hasn't got a chance out there. He's going to get a free kick, though, for being shepherded off by Ross. Hellier says there's no way knowing that was on, but umpire Hilton won't change his mind. Platten's got it, and he'll go short. Nosworthy, Rover to Rover. They've still got a long way to go to kick a goal, though. It's no way known that Miles is going to outmark either of the 2 players in the square, and that's well done. Hein did the right thing, but even he may be too far out to score. Might just make it, although he's not the strongest of kicks. But boy, oh boy, can the Dogs do with the goal. No, it's a wobbly old affair. Platten, no, it didn't mark the ball. Running away, Winter. Gallagher. He'll go long. Michael Annie, Bytheen. Punching away, Bytheen. Hein goes through. The tackle applied. A high tackle, said the umpire, Robert Oatey.
Rene Van Dommel's up in that forward pocket, Peter, and he's not in the best of condition. That ankle's giving him a little bit of trouble, and I'm also wondering, I wonder why the coach put Peter Bubner to centre-half forward rather than at centre-half back. I thought he started off quite well.
Agreed, Peter. Platten soccers off the ground. Here's a chance, Nosworthy. Hellier goes for the safety of the line. I think he actually needed through for a point. Well, the Legs have got a chance to bury this game now. They've still got at least 15, 16 minutes with the breeze. They're 2 points clear and kicking with a 4-goal breeze.
Kicking off Balme. He gets 65 metres with that one. Up goes Hein. The punch away. McIntosh. Caught on the way through. Lucky to get away with it. Platten puts it out to Graham. Graham shoves it forward. Didn't work for him though. It went straight back to McIntosh. A long kick out of defence. Out comes Lachlan. Off hands. Bubner. Danger handball. Payne runs through half forward. He's a real live wire. Sets it up. The ball's coming back, but not far enough. A point to Payne. The Redlegs 7-2. The Dogs 6-5.
Lapse of concentration there by the Dog defence. Coach Balme would be reasonably happy, but the next 15 minutes is going to be very important to the Legs' chances in 1984. Hall back on the ground, over the top, fine mark, Peter Bubner. Perhaps Roberty's trying to keep Bubner in the play a bit more. Oh, gee, that's not a good pass by Bubner. Keith Thomas, half-forward line. Lachlan goes off, going towards that player. Roberts there in the middle of the Packers. Lachlan, big leap, Bubner. Oh, what a fine mark. Maybe we're seeing now what Coach Cowboy Neale wanted. Can't believe this is the same fellow we saw last week. Peter Bubner simply couldn't get his hands on the ball, or couldn't keep them there last week. This week he's a one-grab play. Balme thumps away. Platten got a bad bounce. Balme through. Uses pace to break clear. The Dogs into attack again. Van Dommel under pressure. Got rid of Winter, however. Graham runs through. Going back on it. Norwood wants it. Graham's going to go all the way. Runs himself into trouble. Still got pace. Heads for home. Shoots for goal. Oh, he's offline. A point. What a magnificent effort. Maybe he should have used Nosworthy, who's not very happy about the situation, but a point resulted.
Well, in hindsight, he should have in, because he missed the goal. Jarvis, it's a good kick-off from Balme. Norwood are going to try and run it down grandstand flank now. Mike Lanny from behind, couldn't take the mark, but he rebounds pretty quickly. Keith Thomas shoots it out beautifully to Fosdyke. Gee, that's a top handball. Now Roberts a chance at centre-half forward. No mark there. Off hands, Greg Thomas misses the run through. Players everywhere, and the umpire will bounce. Far better football in this quarter. The Dogs down by 2 points. They're hanging on grimly. Joyce C is there. Puts it out to McGrath. Balme is the only Dog player there. Goes for the sanctuary of the line, which is a pretty wise thing to do. The umpire will throw it in. 42 plays 44. The Dogs trailing. Mike Lanny and Joyce C. Joyce C gets his hands to a lot of balls in those ruck contests. The umpire can't see anything coming out of that, so he'll bounce.
Cousins having a spell at the moment. David Bubner, I don't know whether he's appeared yet. A bounce down right forward pocket. Fosdyke over the top. Got it to Thomas. Hooks around the corner. Fires it in towards Roberts. Big leap there by Wright at the back. Michael Aish, oh, brilliantly run down by Trevor Rowe. Pittman goes and said, well done. And there's no doubt about Trevor Rowe. Have a look at the tackle on Aish. Aish thought he was clear. Brought him to ground. A superb tackle. Bounced out. Joyce in Michaelini. Hooked over to Thomas. Oh, what a goal. Greg Thomas, his first. The Legs kick clear. 8-2 to 6-6.
Well, they're goals that win finals, and Greg Thomas is capable of that sort of thing. Not the best kick at goal from a standing start, but in the action like that, he can certainly do marvellous things. Over the shoulder and a good goal. Norwood kick away. They're leading by 8 points. But the Dogs are playing pretty well too.
They've got to hang in there. Hall try to get it down to McIntosh. Coming to meet it there was Fraser. Got a high tackle. It appears he's at centre-half forward now. The Dogs have tried about 3 there. Drives long, looking for Connolly. Back there's Winter. Fine mark. And he takes it at half-back flank. Bruce Winter going to the outer side. Looking out there for Warhurst. High over the top. Joycey, fine mark. He wants a running player. Going in short. Gives it back to Fraser. He's well clear. Balme says, go, man, go. Kicks it in long up towards full forward. Moulds at the back of the pack. All back in defence. Gave it away to Winter, under pressure somewhat, but gets out of trouble through Ross. His handball is to Gallagher, swamped there by Dog players. Vivian uses his pace, straightens up, puts it in the air, not going to make the distance, or is it? Oh, Winter getting back. Van Dommel takes care of Winter, 15 metres.
Well, Winter went to play on as well, but Van Dommel's got to come back. He's of no use out there, really. That ankle is just not good enough for him to play. Hellier did it pretty well. Graham comes in. The umpire will throw it in. Well, the Dogs really have problems because Van Dommel is not really an effective player, so they're really playing 17. David Bubner is the player who is off. Appears to have a shoulder problem. It's out again. 8-2 to 6-6. The Redlegs lead by 8 points. The big crowd enjoying the game. There's Van Dommel. The limp isn't noticeable, but he really can't run very far. There's a free kick to Joycey. Doing a pretty good job. Not a lot of movement up forward. Johnny Platten comes out of the blocks. Great mark. Oh, how good's that? Plays it on. Who's home? Miles is too far behind. Gee. You know, really, you think when you're playing against the wind here, you think you'd play in front, wouldn't you?
Only one place to be, Peter. That's in front. Oh, the kick away is not a good one. Vivian takes it. Thought about a running pass. Got caught on the left leg. Wobbles a long one in. Winter back there again. Drops this mark. Moulds in there with him. Winter. Gallagher has to beat Platten and does it well. Oh, Andrew Jarvis under pressure. The handball back's not good. Moulds gets the handball away. In goes Platten. Jarvis back in defence. He's collared again. The ball over the line. Throw in. Desperate play in the dog attacking area. The legs by 8 points. Throw in about 10 metres around. Hall and Moulds. The Dogs desperately need a goal. Graham in there as well. The ball comes back here. Ducking through. Vivian heads for goal. Oh, the umpire starts to gallop. I think he's booted it out of bounds on the full. The Dogs certainly don't need those at the moment.
Well, they've kicked 2 points this quarter. On the other hand, Norwood have kicked 6-1, so the Redlegs accurate, the Dogs not. The Dogs have had it up there a fair while, though, and they can't convert. Winter comes out very long. Oh, good mark, Warhurst. In front, where he should be, and very strong. Wants to run it on. Ross goes long. Aish couldn't take the mark. Wright gets rid of it very quickly. Aish fighting hard for the ball. The headgear comes off, and umpire Hilton will bounce. We remember last week that the Redlegs got swamped in the third quarter by South. Apparently their third quarter is not their best. We'll soon find out today what it's going to be like. Off hands again. The umpire another throw in.
The Dogs are doing well, Peter, to keep Norwood to 8 points at the moment, but they've got to hang in there. There's still about 7 or 8 minutes of this quarter to go. Norsworthy, Pittman. The bounce will determine whether Fraser's got a chance. Warhurst sensibly goes for the thump. Or McIntosh got a shocking bounce. Even Bythene's having trouble picking it up. He got rid of Payne. Wright gets it out. A tackle on when the player hasn't got the footy. And a free kick will go to Central in defence. And it looks like it is Pittman. Pittman at centre-half back to right. And Bone. Half-back flat. Connolly in short. Oh, Van Dommel underneath the ball. Almost Hellier. Connolly joining that player. Hellier's done it well. The kick is a shocker, however, off the side of his boot. And the free kick will be taken by Trevor Rowe in defence.
Not a good kick by Hellier. He was certainly under no pressure. Trevor Rowe still with the job on Aish. He'll be there all day. Big leap, Bruce Winter. His ball all the way. Robert Oatey.
The wind's a lot more gentle down here on the ground now, boys.
Well, that's interesting because we thought it might have faded, or perhaps a bit of rain later on. Greg Thomas kicks over the shoulder again. Bythene stands his ground. Michael Annie. Oh, he judged it beautifully. Came in late. Geez, playing well, Michael Annie. At Unley Oval 4 or 5 weeks ago, Peter Motley gave him a bath, but since then, he's played well. Got 2 first preference votes in the McGarry medal. So the umpires that day must have liked him. Gee, it's a nice looking kick coming back. Is it far enough? No, it's not. The point, 8-3 Norwood, 6-6 the Dogs.
As Robert said, the breeze not as blustery as it was. The legs by 9 points. Bubner kicks in a nice looking kick. Fosdyke sets himself. Michael Annie in there as well. Michael Annie's got it. Fine mark. Not much tall timber around there for the Dogs. Joycey came in very late, tried to thump it away. Maybe he did. But Michael Annie will know now to take less of the left goalpost. The breeze not as strong as it was. He's kicked it out even wider still, coming back, not going to make the distance in the square. Fine mark in defence, Peter Bubner, and that's his 8th mark. Well, last week he only took 4 marks for the whole game. This week he's got 8 marks already.
Well, we're approaching time on, and they've moved Bubner around a lot. He's playing full back now. Initially centre-half back. Well, good mark in the pack then, Michael Wright. Hasn't had a big day. Connolly's in the centre. Fraser at centre-half forward. Van Dommel. Here, good spoil away. Van Dommel is a little bit, there's that limp, you can see it. Very tentative indeed. Footy's hard enough to play when you're fit, let alone when you're not. Through goes Balme. He's a very fit man, Stephen Balme. Very quick too as he runs away. Tried to give it out to Graham, it didn't quite work for him, but they've got it through now. Van Dommel tries to skirt the pack. He might be useful as a shepherding player. Phil Graham goes through, still running. Wobbles one forward, out comes Balme. Meets the ball well. Kicks clear. Connolly, in a position to take the mark and didn't. And he's now playing at centre on McIntosh. Well, the Bulldog coaches ring the changes this quarter. He's had to. David Bubner off and Van Dommel injured. Hein in front. He takes it out of the air. Players jumped upon there, and there's a free kick going to Scanlon, and the umpires give those pretty easily these days.
Into time on of the second quarter. The Legs by 9 points. Scanlon kicks long to the half-forward line. Payne comes to meet it. Pittman over the top. He's in the action again, but can't get it out with Joycey. And the umpire will come in for a bounce down marginally in Norwood's attacking division. 8-3 to 6-6. Joycey thumps clear. Vivian got a chance. Can't get a sit on the ball. Gallagher's got it. Put out a handball. It's McGrath and Warhurst. Warhurst gets out a long handball. Couldn't find anyone. Only by Thien and Vivian. The Milky will go for a run. Puts it up now. Here's a chance. Fraser. Moulds up there as well. Fine mark, Moulds. He's got it. Might be too far out to score. He's got no one to kick to at all. It's all the Legs back there going short. Platten, high tackle, has got to get it. Well, that's the only way he could go with a short pass. All he could see were the red and blue jumpers in the square. Platten got his hands to it. For the tackle was high, and John Platten has a chance now from 35 metres out. 27 minutes gone. Kick number 8. The Dogs need a goal. Starting to hold up. Going to be offline as well. Fine mark in defence, Neil Hein.
Good player too, Neil Hein. His judgment has improved vastly this year. Not a good kick away. Talking about judgment. I meant his judgment for marks, not for kicks. Philip Graham. He's been a real live wire this quarter. Just hasn't been able to finish off his good running work though. Left foot. Beautiful kick. Vivian. If it sits for him. If he can get into the clear, the left foot, no, nowhere near good enough. Out on the full. Gee. It's twice he's done that this quarter, so, well, they've had their chances this quarter, the Dogs. They kicked 2 points, a couple of times out on the full. We're 28 minutes in. No, Winter's going to have to come across his mark. The umpires love policing that rule. I think they must really put a lot of time into it at practice. There he is, goes back again. Still in, I suppose rules are there to be obeyed.
Well, Peter, the way the umpires are directed to umpire it, if you're getting a 5 metre clearance so as you can kick the ball, you've got to kick over the mark. Now, if you don't want that 5 metres to kick the ball, well, all right, I suppose you can go around the side. But on that occasion, he'd run out of bounds, so he's out of play. So the umpire is quite correct in his judgment. Kick in by Widder. Back now, Fosdyke couldn't get there. Payne at the back. The running player is Thomas. Over the centre line he goes. Pittman can't catch him. Ross takes care of him. Puts it out in front of Roberts. That's a beautiful pass. I think the siren has sounded, has it? Siren has gone. The umpire said the mark counts. Let's have a look at it. Did it hit the turf? Roberts, great mark. Great mark, and Roberts will have a shot at goal. He is 45 metres out from goal. Will need a 15-metre kick to score. He's got the breeze behind him, not as strong as it was. 8-3 to 6-6. A bit of byplay there. The umpire just asking Fraser to move away. Third kick, Roberts. It's going to have to be his best. Not the longest kick in South Australia. Roberts to the golf course end. It's going to be touch and go. No score. And at the big break here in the mothball first semi-final, the Legs a great second quarter lead, 8-3 to the Dogs 6-6.
The Redlegs lead by 9 points at the commencement of the third quarter here at Football Park. Mothball, first semi-final. We had a slight drop of rain at the half-time break. Gee, Cousins is down. Well, he looked as though he was out when he went down, but he's not. He's come up. He copped an elbow. That's what I call an elbow. Possibly forearm and elbow. There's 15 metres in this one. Cousins a little bit closer to the action now. A bit of rain at the break, but we don't expect much more to fall this quarter, although I'm told that around about three-quarter time you might get a bit of bad weather coming in. Oh, Philip Graham jagged out, but it's a good mark up there by Balme. He slipped into the open space there and took a good, courageous mark. In replay, eyes on the ball. One of the few, well, one of the only league, one of the few, I should say the only league footballer who wears glasses. Won't make the distance with that. Up goes Bubner. He's playing everywhere, but there he is. Mr. Reliable. Bruce Winter takes yet another mark. That's his 8th mark in this game. A tremendous effort.
Yes, he's a tremendous backstop, Peter, that's for sure. He puts it to the outer side. Balme gets started. Almost a mark there, Hall. Thomas under pressure, and the umpire said a push in the back. Or holding the ball. Holding the ball. Free kick, Platten. The Dogs attacking with the breeze. Not as strong as it was. Bubner is not going to take any further part in the game. In fact, he's gone off to hospital with a damaged shoulder. Moulds up in the air. Getting back on it now is Bubner. Got to beat one. The handball away, intercepted by Michael Aish, who hooks around the corner. Fosdyke can't. Balme paddling the ball towards the line. Has a chance to set it up again. Clear as Connolly, and that's where the ball will end. That's David Bubner, who's gone to hospital, not Peter, of course. Connolly, a long kick in towards full forward. It's all the legs back there. Coming through is Platten. Hall under pressure. Gets the tap away. High tackle, said the umpire. And the Norwood ruckman gets a free kick to the cheers of the crowd. Big John Hall puts it in short. Fosdyke, he come round on the natural leg, left leg, or he might. Ross, well, the handball back to Fosdyke. Although admittedly he started then stopped, it wasn't good. Another throw in.
Not a good start to the quarter by the Redlegs. Gee, the breeze is much stronger now than it was at the start of the quarter. It's really blowing out there at the moment. It's going to the southern end. Aish plays for a kick and gets it. He appeared to be in control of the ball, but nevertheless he gets one. Hasn't had a big day. Rowers covered him pretty tightly, only his 6th kick. But they're not easy out there. Aish kicks into the breeze. There's a bit of pushing and shoving there, yes. Michael Henny was the player that was pushed under the ball by being the transgressor. Michael Henny will go out towards Fosdyke. Punched away from Fosdyke. Vivian to Pittman. He's kicked into the open space. There's nobody there. The umpire will throw it in. 42 the Dogs, 51 the Redlegs. This is the quarter that is going to determine the outcome of the match, in my view. If the Dogs are going to have any chance, they must have a pretty substantial lead at three-quarter time. Peter Bubner over the top. Philip Graham tries to break through. He'll get a free kick for a push in the back. Gee. Oh, well. I suppose the umpires are getting their directions from somewhere. So they know what they're doing. Graham goes in long with a wobbly old kick. Out comes Mould, staying over the top. Van Dommel. It's another free kick there, though. I'm sure the players even don't know they're getting them, but take a free kick, Rowan Hellier.
It was against Moulds, Peter. Looking for Ross. Making a metre was Hein, the ball out of play. Central's led by 27 points at quarter time. The Legs by 9 at half time. We've played 4 minutes, no score. Platten under pressure, free kick. Gee, it's pretty easy to get them this afternoon. Plus 15 metres for a legging. Umpire Argent in charge. It's his 191st league appearance. There's the tackle. If
that's a free kick, Ian, I think we're at the wrong game.
Kick number 10. Platten has put it just to the wrong side of the post, 1.0. Well, as I said, Laurie Argent, Peter, he's had 191 league games. He's been around a while.
Yes, he has. Not critical of Johnny Platten. He's only playing for the kick on that occasion because he knew he'd probably get it. But back to the action. Off the hands to John Hall. Graham couldn't pick it up. Bulldogs in there fighting. Nosworthy. Out it comes towards Platten, the player in there caught holding the ball. It's gone against McIntosh, and Cousins will take the free kick. I think the players are a little bit confused at the moment by what's happening out there, but we now see Cousins line up from probably 45 metres out on a very slight angle. The chance to put the Bulldogs to within 2 points of the Redlegs. He's put it out to the left, but gee, the breeze is not bringing it back at all. There's no mark up there. Keith Thomas does the clever thing and pushes it through. 6-8 the Dogs, the Redlegs 8-3.
Only 2 points in this quarter. Not a good start by the Dogs. They want goals and they want them in a hurry. I agree with Peter. They've got to have a comfortable lead at three-quarter time. A long lead out there to Janny Jenkins. Jenkins replaced Justin Scanlon. It's his first kick. Not a good one. Booted into the man. Hearn did well to smother it. Norsworthy said well done. And the throw in outer side, half forward left flank. Crowd of 25,000 plus. Hall and Cousins. Cousins tapped it down. Norsworthy had an airy. Didn't go the bodies. Payne at the back of the pack. Forwards Norwood towards their half-forward line, coming across to meet at McGrath. Thomas there with him has the pace, but can't keep the ball in play. A throw in half-forward right flank. McGrath looks just a little proppy in the shoulder area. He's a tough customer though. Michael Annie and Cousins. Cousins to Norsworthy, got a better kick away this time. Not a ground covering kick, it's the speedsters race to the ball. Hearn and Jenkins. Through comes Van Dommel. Got it over to Graham. Vivian, the running player now. Norsworthy. Out comes Moulds on a long lead. Good pass. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, what a drop. Ross. Short to Thomas. He's going to have to work hard for this one against Graham. But Thomas takes it easily. He can run the ball out of defence. Around Cousins. Did it well. Oh, he got a heavy knock as he got rid of the footy. The ball on the half-forward line. Gallagher a chance. McIntosh barges his way through. Gives a chance now. If the ball sits to Danny Jenkins. Left foot's in towards goal. Umpire saying it's going to be awfully close. Oh, I think it hit the post. Oh, how close can you get? 1 point only, Danny Jenkins.
Well, it was great play by Norwood. Gallagher and McIntosh and Jenkins. Didn't quite pull it off though. Up goes Hall, the big punch away. Gallagher off hands, but there's another free kick. Cousins. They're finding him from everywhere, these guys. Cousins will go long. He wants Bubner at centre-half forward. Not much distance with the kick. Bubner couldn't mark it. Gee, the forward players for the Dogs can't mark the balls coming in. Jarvis puts it out in front of Greg Thomas. He stopped and let Pittman go through. He ran it out. The weather's really coming in now. I think we'll see rain before too long. But the breeze certainly belting towards that southern end. The Bulldogs can't take advantage. Michael Aish to Greg Thomas. Roberts has got a break. At centre-half forward, he's going to be run down, but he hooks it around. Here's a chance for Lachlan. Couldn't bend down far enough. His pants will come off in a minute. Now he's got Jenkins. He's caught in big trouble. Through goes Michael Wright. He doesn't look too fit to me. Jenkins, McIntosh. Clever little kick around the corner, but it's going out. Well, Norwood to me are looking good. Running against the breeze. They look as dangerous against the breeze as the Dogs do with it. Michael Annie and Cousins over the top by Thien. Now Vivian. The handball goes out. Connolly, Norsworthy. Platten will get this. But he can't do it all himself. Moulds is on the lead. I don't think Platten's got confidence in him. In fact, he's kicked it straight to Winter. He dropped it as well, so we'll see the umpire throw it in.
Not often does Bruce Winter drop a mark. Throw in, Jason behind post. Long kick by Platten. Balme coming for the throw in. No, Hall's there as well. Moulds got it down. Hellier through. Likewise Ross. Platten there. Legging. A free kick to Ross. Oh, gee. Out wide is Winter. Pity he couldn't get it. He had a 30-metre break. Ball out of play on the half-forward left flank. Almost 10 minutes gone. Norwood by 8 points. They're hanging in there. Hall try to get it to Fosdyke. Norsworthy hooked in for Connolly. Through comes McIntosh. Connolly rode it well. Lost his boot. going to get a free kick for a legging, and he's got it at the attacking corner of the square. McIntosh just indicating the umpire's short of the grey matter. Used him as a doormat as well. Connolly, footless, I should say bootless. Vivian up, Gallagher, good mark. He's at centre half back. Thought about Jarvis, but Gallagher's going to slow it down and kick out now towards Ross. Or danger. Hein read that play well. Breaks over the half forward line, gives Platten a chance. He's 40 metres out, gives it a ride. The breeze is not going to bring the footy back. And he registers another point for the Dogs, and they just cannot find the big wide opening.
Well, they're using the same angle, Ian, as they used in the first quarter, and it's not working. You don't have to put it out to the left anymore, it would appear. Pretty straight kick is all you need. Big Craig Balme to kick off. Probably the longest kick on the ground, Craig Balme. Kicks the ball beautifully. Warhurst, Hein, Winter. Pushing the back. Initially, the forearm jolt just missed him, but the final call was in the back. Aish, no mark, Rose right with him. It's centre wing, there's a little bit of a dust up there, but I wouldn't think any of these players would like to spend any time here on Tuesday night, not after what happened last week. You wouldn't have a chance, boys. Out goes Michael-Annie. Gallagher kicks it up to centre half forward. Fosdyke. Pryor met him hard. Holding the man, says umpire Hilton. Fosdyke's at centre half forward. This is his 10th kick. He's been a fine player. Oh, great smother there by Balme. Fosdyke gets it on the rebound. Here's a chance now. Bytheen holds his ground. Gee, dropped his head again. He's got an unusual marking action, Bytheen. He doesn't look at the ball. That's Fraser. Wobbly old kick back towards Platten. Lester Ross there, and the umpire said, "You're holding on to him, Johnny Platten." It came out to Hellier. He shoots it wide and finds Keith Thomas. And Norwood are playing very well. Thomas goes towards Lachlan, right into that dead pocket. Though they might find it hard to score from that area. Peter Lachlan. Michael-Annie is the aim. He's sandwiched in the pack there. Through goes Bytheen without the ball. Out it comes towards Vivian. He goes to the wrong side. Gee, he had Connolly over grandstand side. Didn't see him. Now Balme very close to the line, runs it over.
The Dogs making very little headway. They're still down by 7 points. They've picked only 2 points up since half-time, and we've played 13 minutes. Good tap down to Balme from Cousins. Oh, he lost the footy. Fosdyke puts it in towards full forward. Roberts there out in front. This is where he likes it. The umpire said play on. Pryor has done it well. Thought he'd mark that. Right back to Pryor. This time he goes for the kick. Connolly and McIntosh. McIntosh at the back using his body. Connolly goes in hard. The umpire will have to come and ball it up. Gee, I thought Roberts had used his body well and marked that. He seems to be in some sort of trouble behind the behind post. He's up now. Thump clear. Vivian the run of the ball if he can paddle it up. Got it nicely. Very little to kick to. He's got to run it to Platten. There's a ring of Norwood players there in defence. Getting back Hellier at the back of the pack. Fraser now one to beat. Handball over. Lay down Mazaire. This one moulds into the open goal. Kicked his second one. And do you think the Dogs ever needed that? 7-9 the Dogs. 8-4 Norwood.
Well, it's taken a long time coming. Vivian did the right thing. He gave it to the runner. That was a perfect kick from Platten. He gave 2 Bulldog players the chance. And Moulds, who missed his last chance for a mark, managed to gather it in and kick the easy goal. So it's good to see the Dogs back in business, a point behind.
Centre bounce, Hall against Cousins. Cousins gets the benefit, couldn't knock it to anyone. McIntosh through, gave it to Jenkins. Airy. Chance for the Dogs. In goes Balme, out goes Balme. McIntosh just barges his way through the pack. Drives to the half-forward line. Roberts again. The umpire's paid that one. Pryor disappointed. The umpire ruled that Roberts had the grab. Then the spoil came later. I agree with him. Finds Thomas. Thought about playing on. Got the handball away. Payne, open goal. His second. The Legs answer the challenge. 9-4 to 7-9.
Well, the Bulldog defence again lost concentration. They didn't pick up their players. Surely when Roberts gets the ball, you know something's on. The kick went out. Thomas got it. Now the underground handball, which he does so well, put it out to Payne, and he makes no mistake from about 15 metres. That was his 7th kick for his 2nd goal, so Payne's been pretty useful.
Balme would be relatively happy with Ian Stazanowski, chairman of selectors, former full-back. Hall gets the tap cleverly. Jenkins high to the half-forward line. Michael Aish comes to meet it, but can't do it. And it's well taken in defence there by Bytheen. Thought about running it over to Rowe, but will now kick long to the half-forward line. That's a good pass. Norsworthy will get the free kick rather than the mark, and he's got it centre wing.
Norsworthy's been a good rover all year. Joycey about to come on. Norsworthy goes for the run. Short to Graham, he'll mark that. He's going to play it on back to Norsworthy. He may be too far out to score. Platten makes the run now. Keith Thomas right on him though. Fraser also leads. Norsworthy is giving an indication as though he's going to go short. Yes, and he finds Fraser. Well, that was well disguised. Philip Gallagher read it, but didn't quite have the pace to cut it off in.
And Peter Marker.
Fraser, well, 2 goals in the first quarter. This is his 7th kick. Would they ever love one now? They're not playing well, the Dogs. Oh, he's dragged it. Only the point. They're still in trouble. 7-10 against 9-4. The Redlegs leading.
Peter, they had some chances at the end of the second quarter, kicking into the breeze. They just can't get them at the moment. 17 scoring shots to 13. Balme goes to the outer side, in front, good mark. Hein got it across now. Here's a chance. Pittman puts it up for Platten, but well taken in defence by Keith Thomas. Thomas has been a fine player for the legs. Kick number 10 as he goes to the outer side. It's not so much his kicks that do the damage, but the handball. On that occasion, Herden was used as a doormat, but the ball was forced out of play. 9-4 to 7-10 in the first semi-final. Mothballs for one team. Hall cleverly taps away. Jenkins, don't know who he looked for there, didn't find him. Connolly in front of the pack. Warhurst over the top. Platten, Graham heads for goal. Caught on the left leg. Puts it up towards full forward, but it's offline a point. And once again, the Dogs let an opportunity go begging.
Gee, the other thing about Keith Thomas, Ian, is that he's really standing Platten. Platten's doing the same to him too. I think they're a bit frightened of each other in terms of the potential of each player to do damage. Van Dommel taps it out. Well done then by Ross. He copped one on the back of the head in the action, but the umpire will bounce. Central 7-11, Norwood 9-4. Norwood are accurate. 13 scoring shots to 18, and yet they lead by 5 points. Joycey down to Vivian, he missed it. Hellier tries to break through. Fraser in there. Connolly, should I say. The umpire will throw it in. Connolly's playing in the centre. It's probably a role that he'd prefer not to have. He's probably more used to playing up forward, but he's got a big job to do in there on McIntosh. Now Vivian, quick kick around the corner. Hellier, Van Dommel, Platten comes in late. Well, nearly got it out to Nosworthy. In fact, he did. Here's Van Dommel. There's Connolly. Graham will get it next. Here's a chance for the Dogs. Hook around with the left boot. That's what they wanted. Well, first goal to Graham. The Bulldogs hit the front, but they've got a long, long way to go.
Well done. Constructive handball there. Hellier almost. Platten in it again. Clever tap over to Norsworthy. Swung out the long handball. Van Dommel getting into the action more. Connolly's had a pretty good game, and Graham this time succeeded where he failed before. They needed that goal. 19 minutes gone, the Dogs by a point.
They need a few before the break, and they've got to stop Norwood from scoring as well. Hein got the tap, came off hands to McIntosh. Oh, he missed Gallagher with a handball, went over his head. Hein is hurt, he's limping pretty badly in the centre. Norsworthy, Platten, they go in long. There's a sense of urgency about the Bulldogs now, but Bubner couldn't get in front of Balme, and he took the easy chest mark.
Balme will go across ground. Gee, this could be dangerous. No, it's not. It's a magnificent kick. Jenkins is 50 metres clear on the outer side. Hein looks a little seedy, getting medical attention. Fosdyke the easy mark. Payne wants it out. The handball will go. Now the legs are in attack. Payne is clear. Michael clear at centre-half forward if he can see him. Roberts gives the lead. He's going in long. Lachlan and right. Lachlan out in front. 2 grabs. Umpires paid it. Once again, the legs fights back after the goal to the opposition. And Lachlan, who uses his body well. Second, maybe third grab. He's got it 10 metres out. 8th kick coming up, Lachlan. 7th mark. Been a good player at full forward. He's got it. His 3rd goal. And the legs hit the front again. 10-4 plays 8-11.
Well, the legs seem to be able to do it when they want to, but gee, Craig Balme started it off with a superb kick, and they had the loose man set up. Payne could possibly have picked out Michael with this one, but they've got confidence in Lachlan up there. Michael Wright can't take a trick today. He can't spoil away. Peter Lachlan's making good body position.
At the bounce, it's Hein, who seems to have recovered okay against Joycey. Hein got up, can't get it clear. In goes Michael Aish, got it to McIntosh. Gee, he's had a couple of magnificent dashes at the ball this quarter. Payne got it from Thomas, took a high tackle, went unnoticed. Gallagher lost it to Vivian. Now it's the Dogs' turn. Balme at centre wing, slips the tackle, puts it out to the half-forward line. Rowe there, can't quite get there. A blatant push in the back. And it'll be Norwood's kick at centre-half forward. Gee, they missed the high tackle on Payne. Norwood looking for a lead. Bubner gives one, had a quarter off the side of his boot. Going to be a loose ball into the pocket. Winner gives chase, but the ball out of play. Right forward pocket. With the legs leading 10-4 to Central's 8-11.
Payne appears to have recovered. 14 in your screen there is Peter Bubner. His brother's gone to hospital for a look at that shoulder. Bubner gets the tap down. He's gone through the pack. He's onto the left boot now. Here's a chance. Rowe, he's got another one. Well, the Bulldogs staying in there. Rowe's got his second. The Bulldogs hit the front again. 9-11 to 10-4.
Well done, Peter Bubner. Gee, had a brilliant first half, Bubner. Watch it in replay now. He gets it through the pack, breaks it clear, and that handball out is superb. Rowe's second goal, and the Dogs resume the lead. 9-11 plays 10-4.
Michael Aish screen, and Trevor Rowe's got the job on him. He's done it pretty effectively to this point. If you have a look at Michael Aish's game last week, Joycey stolen by Aish, beautiful movement, puts it right out in front of Roberts, but it's Pryor who cuts across for a good mark. The Dogs by 1 point. They need a lot more. Connolly, Aish, Pryor, they're kicking it to each other. Pryor's a good player. He's got plenty of pace, doing pretty well in the back pocket. Oh, dangerous kick. How bad can you get? Here's a chance now. Forsyth approaching 23 minutes now. Bone's got a ton of pace out there. Drags it over the line. But gee, Ian, I couldn't believe the Pryor kick.
Peter, when you've got a breeze behind you like that, go for home. The Dogs need goals and they need them quickly. Throw in half forward right flank. Bubner and Michael Bubner's tapped down. Found Bone, the handball out. Found Connolly in turn now. Pittman hooks it around the corner towards centre wing. Coming to meet it, doing it well is Bytheen. Bytheen's got absolutely no one to kick to at all. He's kicked into the man. I suppose that's as good as anything. Rowe lost it to Big Hein. Gee, used all his strength, both kilos of it, to get it over there to Big Jim Michael half forward line. Puts the legs into attack to the lead there of Thomas, does it well. He's got it half forward, right flank. In turn, Greg Thomas intercepted beautifully. Big Joycey read it well. Thomas seemed to be reluctant to come to meet the ball and just let Joycey steal it. Well done to Graham. Gee, that was a beautiful play by Bytheen. Here's a chance. Connolly gets round onto the left leg, goes for home with a long one, getting back. Winner didn't take the mark, but the ball was offline in any case.
Gee, they're the ones that they should get in. They run freely through half forward. They've missed those chances. They're 9-12 to 10-4 now. Not kicking well. Well, Tom Warhurst made the mistake. We've got to mark the ball when you crash the pack. Here's a go. Bytheen. He's put Connolly under the hammer. No, Fraser it was. Graham, Gallagher in trouble. Van Dommel left boot, goal. Oh, that's what they needed. Van Dommel's first goal. 10-12 the Dogs. Norwood 10-4, and Philip Gallagher's pretty sick.
Well, Peter, is he ever? When Big Tom Warhurst came over the pack, He floored the pack all right, but he put down Gallagher. But let's have a look at the looseness in the leg defence here. Graham got the handball out. Gallagher in trouble, but Van Dommel, nice goal.
Well, 8 points in it now. The Dogs need more. It comes off hands. Greg Thomas shot it out towards Jenkins. In comes Hein, nearly took it off him. Hein played that very well. Pushing the back. Well, didn't really see it that way, but 10 out of 10 for effort for Hein. Puts it back towards Platten. Lester Ross made good position, and it's now out. The umpire will ball it in attack side of centre wing for the Dogs.
The Dogs showing a lot of character. Into time on, 22 scoring shots to 14. They lead by 8 points. Could have been a lot further in front. Hein, Bytheen on top of the ball, and the umpire said holding it. Free kick to Warhurst. Could be 15 metres if he doesn't give it back in a hurry. Umpire Argent just having a word to say to Peter Bytheen. Warhurst from half-back flank. That awkward kicking action gets the ball high centre wing. Roundhouse right, Jenkins. Payne if he can pick it up. Around the corner, got to go chase it himself. In comes Roberts, or a player down behind. Fight on. McIntosh. Roberts, beautiful smother by Peter Bubner. And the ball is out of play, half forward left flank. A little bit of a tater-tate behind play there. Aish and Rowe not seeing eye to eye. Bubner got it to Gallagher. The handball is wild. Pittman in trouble. Here's a chance now. Thomas. Jenkins hooks, but he's hooked too far. And 1 point only results for Norwood.
Gee, that was a great steal in by Keith Thomas. Very slick player indeed. Michael Aish is venting his frustrations on Trevor Rowe. You can't blame him in one sense. It's pretty frustrating when someone devotes his entire game to cut you out, but it's in the game. Aish has had 8 kicks, in fact. Not a big day for him, but he's still in there trying. Vivian belts it forward. Over the top, Platten. He's got the pace. Won't get there, though. Hellier the first. Hellier got rid of it very quickly. Platten back on it. Van Dommel shunts it through. Fraser, open goal, Fraser. Oh, he got it. Fraser's got 3. The Dogs 11-12, Norwood 10-5.
Oh, what a brilliant effort, Peter. The Dogs have really got nothing going for them at all. 3 reports which outed players during the week. They lost Bubner in the first quarter. Van Dommel's playing with an injury. They've fought uphill all day. But in this latter part of this quarter, they've really lifted their games magnificently, and they've hit the front by 13 points, and Neil Balme's got problems.
3/4 time not far off. The Dogs would like a couple more, but could this be another third quarter slump for the Redlegs? Connolly try to get rid of it. Players everywhere holding the ball. Pretty sudden death against Rowe. The free kick to Michael Aish. The Redlegs will have the breeze in the last quarter, but it's got the habit of turning around here at Football Park. The big pack and a good mark there, and right in the middle of the pack by McGrath.
The Dogs are lifting, Peter. Suddenly things are starting to go their way. McGrath from centre half back puts it out wide. Connolly and McIntosh. Connolly, good mark. He's done well since going to centre. McGrath backs up for the double play. Oh, out he goes. Hein to Connolly. This time he decides to kick long. Bytheen at the back of the pack, but Michael Aish reads it the best of the lot and takes the easy mark. He puts it out wide for Hellier. Van Dommel's got to get over the pain of that ankle. G's making ground. The kick underway to Gallagher. Oh, he gets bowled. Pittman. Here's a chance now. Van Dommel. One to beat in Aish. Rowe takes care of him. Oh, the handball out is not good. Bytheen. Rowe on the left leg. Puts it up. Fraser gets underneath the ball. Thumped away by Ross. Here's a chance. Bowls. Goal. His third. The legs are careering away into time on of the third quarter. 12-12 plays, 10-5.
Oh, big miss by Gallagher out there. It came off that. The initial handball there didn't look too flash, but that was the handball that set it up. Rowe's kick with the left foot was a bit ugly, but after that, Divine Providence took over. Just to dribble through, that's all you need, and the Bulldogs looking pretty good, leading by 19 points.
Oh, it is it ever, Peter. That advantage could be telling. Joyce against Hein. Oh, Hein takes a high tackle. He's got to get a free kick. Close to 3/4 time here in the first semi-final. And the losers in mothballs for 1984. Hein. The kick is high to the half-forward line. Norwood starting to break down here. The free kick ought to go to Frosdyke. Play on. Bone around to the outer side. Loose ball. Van Dommel making metres to get there. Won't make it. Siren sounds. Three-quarter time here at Football Park. Central's a brilliant fight back has given themselves a chance in the first semi-final. Lead 12-12 to 10-5. Either Norwood or Central's in 1984 is at Neil Balme. Hall gets up high, thumps it clear towards the half-forward line. Mike Lanny can't pick it up. Aish a chance to now. Out he goes, took a high tackle. Ball goes towards centre. Umpire says a push in the back. And a free kick will go to Big Cousins. 12-12 to 10-5. Cousins' kick is going to the half-forward line. Coming across Bytheen. At the back now is Van Dommel. Hellier there as well. Van Dommel a free kick. I think the umpire let them play to advantage. No, Platten was about to beat Loft, but Van Dommel, who left the ground in the first quarter, which looked to be a bad ankle injury, had it bound, but has come back and played pretty well. Useful game. Fires it up, Hall back in the fence, ought to take this one. Oh, the big fellow dropped it. Michael Aish in there against the tide. Platten tries to burrow through, holding the ball, and Keith Thomas gets a free at centre half back.
Well, the Bulldogs haven't been able to score to that northern end. And big Craig Balme kicks off towards the grandstand side. Michael Lenny won't quite get there. Then we'll see a throw in. Well, what a third quarter by the Dogs. Not a third quarter, in fact, it was probably the last 12 minutes where they stamped their authority on the game. But whether or not they can continue with it is subject to great conjecture, because this Norwood side is playing pretty well. Getting pushed out of the pack there is Van Dommel. The Central District bench, that's David Bubner back from hospital. The shoulder is not looking too good, apparently. And there's Wilbur. He'll take no further part in season 84, but he's been a wonderful player. Through goes Frosdyke, one of the Redlegs' best. Roberts is holding ground and the ball. Always looked as though he'd marked that, Neville Roberts. Had his eye on it all the way in. Only his sixth kick. He can get this. He's good enough. The breeze nowhere near as strong as it was earlier, but it's blustery. It comes up 1 minute, down the next. Roberts sets it up. No, he won't score a goal with that. Now the Redlegs' chance, or their turn to be inaccurate. They're 10-6, the Dogs 12-12.
Remarkable turnaround. Halfway through that second quarter, the Legs appeared to have the game on toast. They'd caught Centrals with the breeze, but then they couldn't put the nail in the coffin. Short. Cousins back to right, running freely, nowhere to go. Kicks long. Ross will have to come across for the legs. Vivian has the pace, one to beat. Gets out the long handball. Norsworthy around Warhurst, that's holding the ball. Norsworthy went for the bounce and Warhurst put on the tackle and he's got it half back flat. He'll give Scanlon, who's back on the ground, a chance. He's got it almost up to centre wing, perhaps half back flat. Elects to play on now as he kicks long to the half-forward line. Oh, gee, no one home there. Cousins back in defence, easy mark. Don't know who he's aiming for, but the Legs are having troubles across half-forward line at the moment. Thomas, 1-2 grabs, gives it to McIntosh, plays on quickly, kicks in long. Roberts coming across, 2 grabs. The umpire's paid the mark. No, play on, Payne into the open goal. His third. Peter, I don't know whether he paid the mark or allowed Norwood to play on through Payne. Whatever, they've kicked the goal and they needed it.
They certainly did, and Payne is a top player. Gee, Keith Thomas showed great judgment there. McIntosh blasted into the forward line. Roberts in front, he claimed the mark, it didn't matter. Payne supplied the backup, and he's a real sharpshooter. 3 goals to Payne. Norwood a bit closer, trailing only by 12 points.
Going to be a cliffhanger, 12 points the difference. Centre bounce, Hall against Cousins. Favours Cousins, stumps it clear. Out towards Gallagher. Connolly tapped it on. The Milkman's got the pace. Ross there with him, however. Missed Warhurst, found Gallagher. Gallagher beautifully smothered. Peter Bytheen, 40 metres out. Oh, he's taken his 15 metres. Heads for goal. I think he's missed. Oh, what an incredible miss. Fine passage of play. Did it beautifully. Then missed when only the easy part was there.
Gee, do you think he ran a long way?
When I said missed, Peter, that could have been the better word.
Oh, Coach Neale is really hitting the Wrigley's at the moment. He ran 40 metres in, Bytheen. It looked pretty good, but I thought the umpire would pull him up. Warhurst couldn't get it out. Bytheen in there again. Gave it over to Cousins, holding the ball. They've been consistent on that one today. Back it goes to Warhurst, shoots it out. There's urgency in the Redleg camp. Michael Aish running. Quick blast up forward, but it's McGrath who marks the ball on the rebound. And he's turned into a pretty good defender in season 84, McGrath. Pushes it back. Bytheen will mark this. He did. He dropped the head as well, but he seems to be able to do that. Bytheen, good, strong player. They missed him last week. Graham couldn't mark it. Jarvis there, but he'll get a free kick. I'm not sure what for. Graham will play it on. Into that pocket. Moulds there. Oh, falling over was Winter. Platten is on Thomas. The tackle was applied. It's out of bounds. Bit lucky for Thomas. He was going towards the boundary line. Lucky he handballed it over the line.
All the Dog players asking for a deliberate push out of bounds, Peter. Throw in, Hall and Bytheen. Thomas under pressure. Over the top was Norsworthy. Tunnel balled it out. The umpire said a line ball on the bounce. The game really hotting up. Hope it's not a draw. Problems galore then. Bam! Hooks around the corner, but out of bounds on the full. The Dogs with another chance. They've got a sniff of victory, and they're starting to bound. Robert Fraser. Booted free. Been a useful performer. Kick number 9. Long kick with the left leg. Close to the line. Winter back in defence under pressure. Whips out the handball. Platten and Ross. Ross smothers. Norsworthy through. Hooks around. In front of goal is Bytheen. Up over the top is Winter. Close to the line. Bytheen and Winter. And the ball will go out of play. Full forward left pocket. And the coach of the Dogs grabs for the nerve sticks.
He's chewing gum, smoking cigarettes. What next? Bytheen tries to push it out. Van Dommel missed it, coming back. Rowe applies the tackle to Thomas. It's now out. The Bulldogs haven't scored to the northern end. A score there, a major, would give them a great lift and a lot of confidence. 7 minutes into the last quarter, a long, long way to go. Aish. Warhurst, great handball. Balme dropped it. He's got the power to recover, but he has a miss with the ball. Philip Graham got dragged. Here it goes. Oh, the tackle was applied. Graham dropped the ball. Norsworthy couldn't pick it up. That was their chance. That was their big chance to kick a major, but they couldn't do it. The bounce down. Bytheen playing a big last quarter. Went out towards Gallagher. Aish with the run of it. Vivian comes in. Great tackle. Oh, how good was that? They mean business, the Dogs, at the moment. They're all lifting. They'll need to. Vivian puts it back towards Moulds. He's not at the drop of the ball. Balme goes back, gets a push. The umpire will bounce it.
Norwood not making much headway. 19 points down at three-quarter time. 13 points down now. Time starting to tick away. Hall got up very early but very high. Norsworthy a chance. Jarvis there with him. Norsworthy, Graham. Graham wants to back up short. Can't find anyone. Over the top. Fraser can't quite bring it down. In goes Thomas. Lost the footy, but he's going to get a free kick for hanging on. And Keith Thomas a chance now to relieve for the legs. A lot of concern on the hierarchy as Thomas kicks out clear. Michael Annie and Bubner. Michael Annie, good mark in front. The legs a chance to go into attack now. Scanlon wants it. He's going to get it. It wasn't a good handball, or the 1-2 came. Michael Annie gets the kick away to the half-forward line. Cousins back, the bounce at the back there. Thumped away. Michael Aish can't bring it down. Quickly through is Vivian, but it was Rowe. Got it over now to McGrath. Goes for a run down centre wing. Puts it out in front of Van Dommel. Got it half-forward line. Connolly wants the handball. He's going to get it on the natural left leg. They go into attack now. Graham or Warhurst there as well. They lost their momentum. The ball went over the line. Throw in half-forward left flank.
Well, they didn't need the last handball. We're 9 minutes into the last quarter. The Dogs giving it everything, but don't write the Redlegs off. They're a good side. Back it goes. Hall to Warhurst. He belted out of defence. Pickman missed the mark. Payne dives on top of it. The umpire will bounce it. Just the attack side of centre wing for the Redlegs. 85 the Dogs. The Redlegs 72. As Inde mentioned, the legs not making much leeway at this stage, but anything can happen in a short time. Payne is put down. Play on calls the umpire. Yes, Lachlan's going to have to go on. Oh, Greg Thomas is angry that he didn't give it to him. Right up into the square, it's coming back. Roberts played for the free kick, but he won't get that one. A point to the Redlegs. Norwood 11-7, the Dogs 12-13.
Developing into a top game of footy. White goes on the outer side, but he's got little to kick to. It's all Gallagher there. Gallagher chips in short. Greg Thomas, 40 metres out. He's going to give it a ride. Or off the side of his boot. Roberts can't quite get there. And the ball is out of play on the right forward pocket. One team has 20 minutes left in 1984. Central's 12-13, Norwood 11-7 at the throw-in. The legs seem to be losing a little bit of legs at the moment. Thump clear. Fosdyke in the pocket. Will need backup support. McIntosh short. Oh, he went too far. Here's a chance now. Payne hooked around the corner. Ball coming back with a foot. Oh, good standing grab there by Cousins. And he saves it, Aish, for the Dogs. And there's two of them clear out on the outer side. But the umpire's bringing back Michael Annie so Cousins can have a kick.
That was well done by Michael Annie. He knew that Cousins wanted to play it on. Cousins comes to grandstand side. Danger kick. John Hall is there. Bubner couldn't mark it. McIntosh shoots it out. Keith Thomas. Payne didn't really need that. Oh, a bit lucky. Bit lucky. Pittman is up in arms about the free kick. Here it is in replay. Payne slipped over. All that Pittman did was fall on top of him and he got the free kick. Well, for some reason or other, umpires consider these days that is a free kick. I'm not quite sure why, but they continue to play it. 12 kicks, Payne, 4 goals. He's a real opportunist. So Norwood now 12-7 to the Dogs, 12-13.
The legs doing it the hard way. They don't look a confident unit. They haven't got the running players at the moment. It's all guts and determination out there, both teams now. Payne took it, tried to sidestep, got into trouble. Pittman's tackle was high as he went to the ground, and the umpire gave him a free and a goal.
Cousins and Hall, we're coming up to 12 minutes now. The Dogs have got to score. They won't win just by defending. Vivian, Platten. Platten hooks it out by Thien at centre-half forward. Off hands. Norwood have lifted in the last couple of minutes. They're playing a bit better. Cousins goes through again. Can't get it out, the umpire will bounce. 79-85, 1 goal in it. The Redlegs would be favourite at this stage. They've got the breeze. The Dogs just cannot score at that northern end. A slight trickle of rain at the moment. Oh, falling over was Jarvis. Through goes Connolly. He goes long. I think he's got it. Oh, they've done it. They've got a goal at the northern end. 2 goals, Connolly. The Dogs 13-13 to Norwood 12-7.
Bad mistake in the leg defence there, and they paid for it. No talking. 2 of them thought each other was going for it. Have a look at this now. Jarvis, Moorhurst, Connolly ducked through. A magnificent kick on the run, and the Dogs are bounding away. They got a 12-point lead. Can they do it? They look a sorry sight there.
Even Wilbur's gone for the Wrigleys. John Hall tries to smash it out. Balme on the rebound. He's run into defence. Hooks it around. Norsworthy and Ross. Oh, a run now for the Bulldogs. Vivian, if he gets through there, a chance. Thien stamps himself there at centre-half forward. Ross again. Platten goes through without the ball. Ross to Hall. Now Jarvis. A wobbly on. Kick out of defence. Payne in front. He's the first to recover. Payne's giving it everything. What a top performer. Keith Thomas. Roberts, Lachlan, off hands, off Pittman let it go, but recovered well. Shoots it out wide, Vivian, McIntosh. McIntosh has got the run of it. He goes short to Scanlon. Did it go 10 metres, only just. And Justin Scanlon's got the ball at left half forward.
Oh, Neil Balme's having a heart attack down there. Too far for Thomas, Platten there as well. Norwood making mistakes under pressure. Thomas did it well. Can't get clear, and the umpire will come in to ball it up. 13-13 to 12-7. What a game of footy it's developed into. The umbrellas are going up. Hall gives it a thump clear towards the half-forward line. Quickly into it is Payne. Beats one. Goes to ground. The umpire said play on. Hearn kicks clear. Goes for the safety of the line. towards the half-back flank, and it goes out of play.
And the rain is just what the Dogs need. It's certainly going to make it hard for the Legs.
91 plays 79. Umbrellas up. Almost 15 minutes gone. Bone. Van Dommel gets the kick away. Almost Hellier. Oh, that's Van Dommel now. It must have been Rowe. The umpire said holding the ball. Won't let the Legs play on. And the umpire will bring it back now and give the free kick to Andrew Jarvis at centre wing. Central's led by 27 points at quarter time. The Legs by 9 at half time. Central's by 19 at three-quarter time. And now it's a 12-point advantage. And we've got about 15 minutes to go, I reckon.
Well, what a great battle it's been between Aish and Rowe. Honour's just about even, although Rowe has been useful up forward. He's kicked 2 goals. The long kick forward, big leap there, Michael Wright. Roberts tried to take it out of the pack, couldn't do it. It wobbles out towards Fosdyke. Oh, they're desperate, the Dogs. They've found something. Philip Graham, good mark. Oh, do you think the Redlegs have got a job on their hands? It could be the last 15 minutes for them the way they're going. Hellier, Warhurst, up to centre half forward. No one home for the Redlegs. Bubner, good strong mark. The Norwood forward line's fallen apart. Payne's about the only one with any life at the moment. And that's how to do it, right on the chest. Cousins off, Joycey on. Great first 15 minutes there by Cousins. Up goes Winter for another strong mark. What a game he's played. He's taken 9 big marks, Winter. That's his 12th kick. Roberts from behind. Took it off the top, no mark. He'll have to play on. Fosdyke wobbles it back. Oh, McIntosh let it go. He'll try and get it out. Now Roberts, he's in trouble. He copped one high, the umpire said no way, play on. Platten goes back to centre half forward, Balme marks very easily.
Roberts down. The game getting tough now. Hellier out wide. Good mark at centre wing. Time running out for the Legs now. The Dogs holding up well. Half forward line. Fosdyke, Gallagher now, who can he find? Roberts there, over the top, Lachlan. Thomas Card, he's got no backup. Runs into Bubner. Bubner under pressure now, gets the ball away. Lachlan, Gallagher on the left leg. Hooks in long. Umpire said it's offline, only a point. And that's something the Legs don't need at the moment. 11 points the difference in the first semi-final.
Well, there's plenty of time left for the Redlegs to win it, if they're good enough. Kicking off will be Michael Wright. It's been a bit like a horror movie for him today. Lachlan's marked well. And he's also kicked 3 goals. Up goes Balme. Gee, that was a good effort. He's played well, Stephen Balme. He really has. He's been very quick to the ball and he's broken through packs. And he'll now take his 10th kick. He's going to go short. Gee. You give a player a pat on the back and suddenly let you down, but that was a good tackle by Graham. He's got the cramp, Graham. I can well understand that. He's done a power of running today. Philip Graham. This is his 14th kick. We're approaching 18 minutes. Well, that's a floater. Through it goes, everybody. Precious time ticking away, though. The Bulldogs have put in plenty in the third quarter and also in this quarter. And a courageous effort by Rene Van Dommel even to stay on.
Joycey against Hein. Joycey with a footy or tried to give it away. The tackle was a little high, but the umpire said a line ball and a bounce. 11 points the difference in the first semi-final. And gee, there's some tired players out there. Cowboy Neale still issuing instructions. Bounce down, centre wing, grandstand side. Through goes Aish. Hellier. Thomas, under pressure, good tackle. Connolly played a great game, he's legged. Gee's been a fine performer. Moved to centre when the Dogs got into trouble there in the first quarter, and he's played well both weeks now. Neil Hein at the back. Andrew Jarvis. Warhurst. Horse Ganlon under pressure. He's got to work hard for this. Gets it out. Michael Aish. He in turn has got Thomas. Oh, good tackle put on him. But Norwood still in charge. Michael Annie gives it across to Aish. Aish has got a back turn. Hooks around the corner. McIntosh is going to get swallowed by 3 Dog defenders. Thomas out to Michael Annie. Big Jim on the left foot. Goes for home with a long one. Going to be close. Lachlan in front. Oh, the umpire said play on. Lachlan looking for a free kick. Crowd don't like it at all. Umpire unsympathetic. And Norwood register a point.
Well, it's all happening here at Football Park. The Redlegs have fallen apart just fractionally. They can't quite go on with it, it would appear, but there's time enough for them. Bubner couldn't take the mark. McGrath will knock it to the line, and the umpire will throw it in. Plenty of time left for the Redlegs. They trail by 10 points. Gee, the Redleg supporters have gone berserk. They wanted a free kick then. Greg Thomas can't get away. Only kicked it to McGrath. Short to Van Dommel. That was well done. Very neat. Neat and tidy. Van Dommel. He's got a bad ankle. Plays it on. Blytheen playing from behind. Over the top. Cleverly done. Platten. He's got another player running for him in Fraser. If Fraser gets past Balme, they're a big chance. No, push in the back. Wasn't a push in the back, it was a high tackle on Fraser. Against Balme. Platten. Up he goes. Runs through, but can't get to the ball before it goes through for a point. The Dogs stretch it out to 11 points. 13-14 to 12-9.
Or do you think the Legs have ever got trouble, Peter? Gee, they look to have the game at their mercy halfway through that second quarter. Admittedly, the wind has died, but the Centrals have put in a big lift. Gee, have they got character and courage. A long kick. Michael Annie at the back of the pack is Michael Aish. Can Rowe go with him? It's a match in two. Aish and Rowe. Aish has grabbed hold of, but the umpire said no. Fosdyke, great tackle put on him. In they go hard. The umpire's going to give a free kick on this occasion, going the way of Central Districts. And the Norwood players don't like it at all. Holding the ball. Oh, gee, what a game. Towards centre wing. Well done by Connolly. What a great game.
He has played well. They've all played well, Ian. There's only 2 kicks in it. That's the extraordinary thing about this game. Norwood can easily win it. 10th kick to Connolly. He's put in very hard. He's had 6 handballs as well. He's done a good job on McIntosh. Out it comes to Neil Hein. Tell you what, the Redlegs won't give up. Hearn's got the drop on that. That's a good mark. McIntosh may be out of the centre. Hearn boots it back. Looking for Joy C. Up goes Fosdyke. He's marked superbly today. There's Cousins. He might get another run before the end. Michael Wright. Oh, Laughlin's beat him again in the air. He's done it all day. Roberts is in the square. It'll be a match in 2. If Roberts can mark it, he'll kick a goal. He's got it. Too strong for Pryor. It's a clean mark. Pryor misjudged the spoil. And Roberts can put the Redlegs to within 5 points. He kicked 1 in the second quarter, Neville Roberts. But you'd have to back him in for this. Dead set up. 2 goals, Roberts. Norwood 13-9, the Dogs 13-14.
Oh, what a game of football. Let's have a look at it in the lead-up. This is a great mark by Lachlan. He's a bit quieter in the second half, but he had to play on quickly. Neil Balme aging whilst he's looking at this last quarter. Not much up forward. There's only Roberts. Pryor just couldn't get the fist to the ball. He goaled, and there's 1 straight kick the difference. Cowboy Neale, can he do it?
He's been great for the game, Cowboy Neale, this year. He's put in a lot of work at the Elizabeth Oval. Joyce getting ready for the run-in. This is it. The Redlegs score again. A goal, they'll be in front. Line ball in there. Platten belts it forward. Through comes Tom Warhurst. G went through hard. He's in trouble now, though. McIntosh at centre-half forward. Out it goes to Aish. Over the top to Keith Thomas. He'll go long. That's Payne, in fact. Oh, he's going to kick a goal. Payne's got the goal. That's his 5th. Norwood in front by 1 point.
What a brilliant goal. It was the Norwood skillful players, but what a magnificent effort, Tom Warhurst. That was raw courage, young man. McIntosh got it over. Michael Aish was in it as well. Finally to Payne, and what a wise head on young shoulders. A mature young player, and now Cowboy Neale's got problems.
Or can they get back? Neil Balme and Cowboy Neale would both be having apoplexy at the moment. Taken off Joyce. McIntosh caught. Through goes Payne again. What a great game he's played. The umpire will have another bounce. 24 minutes gone. There haven't been many goals in this last quarter. Cousins coming back on. Platten can't bust the pack. In he goes again. He left the ball behind. Fosdyke grabbed. The umpire saw it. Fosdyke the free kick.
Got to be close to Norwood's best player. Fosdyke from centre field to put the legs into attack. It's a high wobbling kick. Roberts! Oh, he dropped it. Normally he would have swallowed it. He's still got a chance. Roberts in there. Back in defence is McGrath. Here's a chance. Lachlan hooks round the corner. Oh, that could be game, set, match. 4 goals, Lachlan. That could be it. Norwood looked gone for all money 5 minutes ago. 2 quick goals into time on, and they lead by 7 points.
Oh, Roberts dropped it. But it was Lachlan who's played a fine game, and that was a coaching coup by Neil Balme to bring Lachlan on in this game in these conditions. He's really backed his coach up with 4 big goals.
Can the Dogs get back in it now? Hein gets the tap away. Now it's the legs' turn to be confident, but Hearn goes through. Drives to the half-forward line. Balme back in defence. He's got Scanlon wide. Rubbers one underground over there. Scanlon conceding ground in defence. In they go. Ross in hard. Over the top is Hearn. Players very tight. Giving it all. Time on in the last quarter. The mothball, first semi-final. Norwood by 7 points. The Dogs in attack. Can they get up again? Hein, Balme, Thomas, Tom Warhurst. Fosdyke tried to get out the handball. Gave a chance. Scanlon. The legs go into attack again. Out in front of Greg Thomas. He's got a lot of pace. Close to the line. And the legs would be happy to see it out of play.
27 scoring shots, the Dogs. Norwood have had 22, but the Dogs trail by 7 points. The breeze has got very strong again to that southern end. The rain is coming down, albeit rather lightly. Cousins in there, also Michael Annie. The Dogs appear to be gone. Only courage will get them out of it. Oh, the Connolly handball was missed by McGrath. Connolly backed it up. Bytheen, Vivian. Oh, he can't get through. Now Payne, he's playing all over the ground, Payne. Shoots it back to his own spot where Michael Annie is. He can't get through. A good tackle out there by Hearn. And we'll see the umpire throw it in. 7 points in it. There won't be much time on. The Dogs have only kicked 1. Norwood have kicked 5. Probably only 2.5, 3 minutes left, if that. Another kick forward. Underneath the ball, Lachlan. Here's another go. The umpire's blown the whistle. And a free kick will go back in the back line there to Michael Wright.
They'll have to call Neil Balme Houdini after this. How he's got Norwood out of it, but it's been a magnificent fight by both teams. Connolly, Balme, the sands of time at 84, running out for the Dogs now. As Balme kick goes to the outer side. Gallagher's quite happy to take it out of play. And Kevin Neale sees his hopes in 1984 going out to the Norwood district. Connolly, the kick to the half-forward line. They can still do it. Only 2 kicks down. Going through is Winter. Platten still in there fighting. Hein back in defence. Taken, however, by Vivian to the half-forward line. Returned by Michael Aish. Centre field. Michael Annie can't get it clear. In go the heavy bodies. Winter against Cousins. Scanlon there. And the Dogs are desperate now. 7 points down. Who would want to be a coach, Peter Marker?
Not me, Ian. But what an incredible moment for Coach Cowboy Neale. Gee, for most of this last quarter, they appeared to have it. Then 2 quick goals, 1 to Payne and then to Lachlan. And suddenly season 84 goes out the door. What a cruel blow. There can only be 1 winner, though. Warhurst, McIntosh. The Dogs may have fallen apart 28 minutes in. Hellier wants the ball, but McIntosh is going to hold on to it. Coach Neil Balme having plenty to say on the sidelines. He's a hardened final coach, though. Shoots it up forward. Bubner up straight through him. Off hands, Cousins. Rowe punches it out. Now Connolly. Played very well. Oh, the handball, no good. A chance now, Lachlan. Roberts wants it. Roberts will get it too. Lachlan puts it out in front of him. Roberts has got it. Neville Roberts at centre half forward. If he gave him a knife and fork, he'd just about eat the ball at the moment. This will probably be it. One of the top goal shooters in Australia. Neville Roberts. He's had a big year. This is his 8th kick. He sets it up from centre half forward. He doesn't miss many. 3 goals, Roberts. That's it. Norwood are going to go into the preliminary final. The siren's gone. Norwood 16-9 have defeated the Bulldogs 13-14 in a great first semi-final here at Football Park.